I know you're watching this video because you're tired of the BS. I don't know what the BS means for you, but I know that you're ready to step into your power. I know you're tired of your life looking the way it currently does. I know you're ready to move from the passenger seat where life is just happening to you to the driver's seat. If you're new here, welcome to Heal the New Sexy, where we discuss all things healing, self-love, and relationships. My name is Cynthia. I am a licensed therapist and coach. If you're tired of the BS, you've already taken inventory. You know the areas in your life that you need to change, that you want change, but you may not have the courage to execute that change. Because often when we execute change, we're focused on how people will feel and not the outcome of how it will better our life. See, I know some things about you. Girl, I know you. I know you, girl. I know you. You probably grew up with childhood trauma, or you grew up a people pleaser. You grew up maybe in church. You grew up that everybody else's feelings and opinion of you was more important and more valuable than your opinion of yourself. And you've kind of believed the lie that your worth is caught up in how people feel about you versus how you feel about yourself. It's time for you to take your power back. It's time for you to understand that how you feel about you is more important than how other people feel about you, what they think about you, and what their opinion is about you. See, if you're tired of the BS, then you're ready to address yourself and how you have been showing up in your life. Now, as a woman, oftentimes our roles, and what roles, and by roles I mean us being a mother or us being a wife, that kind of comes ahead, or we're taught that that should be more esteemed than us as a woman. Or if you're the eldest daughter, taking care of your family has always been the priority when it should not be. See, you have to understand that when you're tired of the BS, you're ready to make yourself the priority. You're ready to do what you need to do for you. You're ready to put yourself first. And you understand that putting yourself first is not selfish, but it's self-love. See, you already took inventory. You already know the change that you need to make. You probably already have a plan. But see, you're wrestling with what will people think. And you're also wrestling with believing that you're selfish. You're not selfish. You just need to fill your love tank a little bit more. You need to move from being self-sacrificing so that you can focus on yourself and do what you need to do. Now, I don't know what the BS is in your life. I don't know if it's a toxic relationship or toxic marriage. I don't know if it's your connection to a church. I don't know if it's you being the eldest daughter and taking care of everyone else while nobody appears to have the capacity to take care of you. I don't know if it's you're dealing with emotional neglect in your friendships. I don't know if your boss is taking advantage of you, giving you more work, but they don't want to pay you. I don't know what your BS is, but I know you're watching this video because you're tired of it. But the question is, how tired of it are you really? Because especially Black women, we be tired, but also over functioning and overproducing. Why? I don't know. Zora, what's her name? Zora Neale Hurston said the Black woman is the mule of the earth. And many of us have taken that on as if it's a cape for us. And so while you're watching this video because you're tired of the BS, I need to ensure that you're really tired. Because many Black women say they're tired, but they don't change. That's why we saw our mothers and our grandmothers struggle. Because while they complained to us about the atrocities that they experienced in life, they didn't make a decision to change and they didn't follow through. And for some of you, you've executed. But then because the outcome wasn't what you thought it would be, when you thought it would be, you went back to your old patterns. See, this time you can't go back to your old patterns. This time you have to make up your mind that you're going to keep pressing forward. You got to keep going, sugar. Even when it doesn't feel like you are making progress, it may feel like you're treading water, you have to keep going. For so long, you've relinquished your life to others. But now, if you want to do something different, You have to keep going. Even when you face adversity, whether the adversity are the maladaptive beliefs in your mind or somebody challenging you on your changing. Oh, you acting brand new. Oh, you different. Don't forget where you come from. What about me? They may say. You got to keep going. Because you have one life to live. This ain't no dress rehearsal. This is not a dress rehearsal. You don't get the time back that man wasted because you gave him the best years of your life. Why would you believe that lie? That these are the best? No, sugar. Those are not the best years of your life. Those are the years where you may have tolerated disrespect and emotional neglect and abuse and cheating and that, but those weren't the best years of your life. Your best years are ahead of you when you make the decision to take your power back. When you make the decision that I'm not going to keep living like this, that I deserve the life of my dreams. That yes, maybe those years have been written by somebody else, but now I have the pen in my hand and I'm going to take accountability for how the rest of my life looks. If you need to lose the weight, lose the weight. If you want to cut the hair, cut the hair. If you need to get rid of the man, get rid of the man. If you want to change careers or go back to school, do what you need to do. There's a dream out there and I'm trying to figure out why you aren't going after it, but you say you're tired. Is there some cognitive dissonance there? Stop putting yourself on the back burner and move forward in your life. See, you have been a supporting actress in your life when you are supposed to be the main character. You're the it girl, the dream girl, you're her. And you need to identify the life that her wants, her needs, her desires, her craves, the life that when she goes to bed at night, she just can't shake it. That is your responsibility. And no longer can you allow others to keep you from your life. It's not selfish. It's self-love. Your ego is screaming because you won't feed her. And I don't mean ego in a negative way because we all have ego. Okay. But many of you have pushed yourself to the side so much you don't even know who you truly are or what you truly want. But at night you dream about it. In the day you dream about it. You want to escape. You want to run. You want to run. Why? Because you are living in a circumstance, in a situation that you are tired of. And my question to you is, when will you step into your power? Because you are more powerful than you can think or imagine. See, there's a roar on the inside of you that you refuse to let loose. What would life be like if you really showed up for yourself? What would you wear? What would you drive? How would you live? Where would you work? Where would you live? What would you be doing? It's simple. And I know for you, it feels scary. I know for you, it's harder than you can imagine, but it's not. It's time for you to take the reins of your life. You've relinquished it for too long. If you need help with that, you can book a coaching session because it's time for you to step into your power. You've been playing small for too long. You've been playing small in your business, in your life, in your brand, in your relationships. You've been playing small. It's time for you to take up space. Your life has value and it has meaning. And while we were created to serve, I believe that we were also created to be served. It's not, you don't get a bigger trophy because you're out here self-sacrificing. What happens is that you are out here self-sacrificing, you have leeches at your table, and you are depleted. So let's be very clear. Because many of us were many of us were taught that we are supposed to be serving and giving, and that's all we're supposed to do. And meanwhile, we are depleted. So, my question to you is if you're tired yet. And if you are, comment below what you're tired of and your plan on what to do. Because I know you already have a plan. You're a smart woman. You're a brilliant woman. You're an articulate woman. But you need some motivation. or maybe some tough love. Because when 2026 comes, we're not going to be tired no more. We're not going to be like, I forget her name, all my life I had to fight. No. We're going to do what we need to do. We're going to cut them people off. We're going to move the city if we need to. We're going to go to the school. We're going to get the loan from the bank for the business. We're going to do what we need to do. And we're going to live the life that we crave, the life that we desire, the life that we deserve. And we're going to get rid of the leeches from our table. We don't have anything to serve them anymore but salt. My name is Cynthia, and this is Heal the New Sexy.